Well, welcome and welcome back. Hi, everyone. This is day 22 of the free Get Ready for Change 30-day challenge. This challenge is to help you step into and embrace your power, help you understand yourself more, help you just gain the habit of being with yourself in general, and just start journaling as well to process life and move through change. So, here we go with day 22. It's definitely been a journey, and I definitely have been taking this as I need to take it because it's definitely a journey and a challenge that I've been on myself, not just with the prompts, but for me, the main part of this challenge was to come on my channel specifically to come on live and be in alignment with myself and actually be genuine and honest and fully wholly me. Um, and embrace the endeavors of the future and the endeavors of now. So, with that being said, I am, like I said, Zaria Rayleigh Jackarine. I am the creator of this free Get Ready for Change challenge, as well as Pampered and Luxed, the mindfulness luxury boutique brand that I've crafted. That this journey has really derived from. This whole challenge has really come from me starting that business and creating this workbook, this 30-day workbook where I was like, it's so helpful, but I feel like a lot of people need something to dip their toe in first before they do this whole deep shadow work journey. And that's what this free 30-day challenge has been, a toe dip into even more expansion into yourself. So definitely stay tuned to hear more about with this 30-day workbook that is already on the website. You can definitely click down below and check out the website. Anything that you'd like to see that we're talking about, it will be on the website for Pampered and Luxed, or you can check Pampered and Luxed on Instagram if you're just looking to make sure you get the individual prompts every day. Those are there. So, with that being said, here we go. We're going to jump straight into the prompt and we're going to go with the rest of the day from there because today's prompt is really exciting. I bet you won't even guess what it is. Okay. Today's prompt for day 22 of the free 30-day Get Ready for Change challenge, we are adding an affirmation to this pledge and to this routine, right? So the pledge is I pledge to spend intentional and fully present time with myself for 30 days. At the end of that pledge, if you've been saying it for the full 30 days every single day, I'd like you to add this affirmation. I appreciate and speak well of myself. My support in myself allows me to flourish. So that's it. I appreciate and speak well on myself. My support in myself allows me to flourish. You would just add that at the end of your 30-day challenge pledge, or you can add it by itself into your daily routine. If you're already doing some of the affirmations that you've been crafting on your own, or even using some of the ones that I've been giving you guys over these last 21 days, then you can add it to that at the end of it. You can say it in the morning when you wake up. As soon as you like hear your brain's ready, you just say it. If you need a little reminder of what it is, I would suggest doing it at night or lunchtime, anytime that you have your physical journal with you, because that's where you're writing it down right now, correct? Right. And just keep it with you in physicality. Here, make sure you write it 3 times and then keep it in your heart and your mind as well. I appreciate and speak well of myself. My support in myself allows me to flourish. Hold dear to that statement. Actually, figure out what it means to you and understand it. I would suggest if you're going to use any analysis for this, use version 4, where you prompt more answers from your prompt or prompt more questions to glean an answer for your prompt. So I would definitely ask myself, what is support? What does it look like for me to be flourishing and successful? What does it feel like to speak well on myself or to hear that I'm appreciated? I would definitely, you can dive into those questions for sure. So let me actually write some of those down for you guys. Analysis version 4, I would suggest, which is what does support look or feel like to me? What does a flourishing version of myself do? How do they exist in the world? Another one was, oh, how do I feel when people appreciate me? This is a question that can help you dive more into analysis versions 1 through 3. This question specifically can help you dive more into the analysis of 1 through 3. Yes. And if you're following Papered and Lux, definitely stay tuned for next month because I'm going into a deep dive with the physicalities, with more written resources rather, for you guys to have that really breaks down this analysis even better. At the end of this 30 days, on day 30, make sure you're watching live to get the free worksheet that I've been talking about. For the past week or so, I've been saying that I'm giving you guys a free analysis worksheet. I'll be giving you a sneak peek of it very soon, but it will be available starting day 30. And if you've been here for the lives, the whole kind of mini workbook is going to be available to you. Otherwise, other people are going to get like one worksheet that kind of breaks it all down. But if you've been here for the lives, you'll get the full breakdown in like a little mini workbook form. And stay tuned. So definitely stay tuned and continue with their journey because it's not over yet. Okay. Um, can help with analysis versions 1 through 3. Let's actually do this. Yeah. Um, and then how do I currently speak to and about myself? That's definitely a good question to ask to help you figure out, okay, what's the differences that need to be made or the differences I'd like to make. So, yes, that's what you would do for if you're just looking for another form of analysis to go really well with day 22. I would shoot for the analysis version 4, like really go in. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the daily gratitude appreciation section. We've basically done an affirmation. I don't want to give you guys a whole other one right now, but for me, I will be writing down another one just because I've kind of been incorporating this day 22 affirmation for myself for a few days now. Ever since I edited that post to make sure it was scheduled, I've been kind of keeping it in the back of my mind and keeping it in my pocket. So I want to give myself a second affirmation for today. Uh, but we'll start with the gratitude. So today's gratitude. Hmm. I am great. Oops. Grateful for fresh air and honestly, cool air, cool air. I was talking to one of my best friends the other day, and I was like, I don't know why people keep saying that sliced bread is the best invention since sliced bread, because I swear it's air conditioning. I swear it's central air and heating. Okay. So that's what I'm grateful for today. It isn't, you don't have to be grateful for something profound or something that's deep within you. You could literally be grateful for anything. I think the first few days I was definitely grasping on to the bits of gratitude. So I was just trying to find anything to be grateful for. And honestly, they were great things. I remember one day I was grateful for the fact that I just am not colorblind, that I can see so many different colors and vibrancies and shades, and I actually have feelings when I look at them. I was grateful for that, and be grateful for whatever you're grateful for. Okay. Daily appreciation. I am happy and proud to be who I am. I really am. Like I love her. Oops, I really am. I love and admire this person. I am excited to see and be what She does and is, period. I'm having a very pretty good day, as you can tell. I realize that anytime that I'm like feeling a first thing in the morning sort of live session or last thing at the day sort of live session, it means that I'm definitely in a good mood and I want to like be able to harness all the bits of it and bring in just that energy to the session. So I'm glad that I'm feeling this way today as well. Um, and then I guess I will go ahead and share that other daily affirmation because it never hurts to have another one. And you can always leave behind what doesn't resonate. Okay. Definitely leave behind what doesn't resonate, what doesn't feel like you. If it doesn't work for you, don't use it. If you need to reword it, then do that. Okay. Next. So, my daily affirmation for today, I am hmm, I facilitate my happiness and power my intuition. I facilitate my happiness and power my intuition. That's my affirmation today. That's what I'm going with. That's what feels really good. And yeah, so after that, since we're done with that pretty fast, oh, let me actually share that again because I know some of y'all actually write down the affirmations and everything I was just talking about. So I'll give you a moment to make sure you've written down the things you'd like to write. Okay. Now leave down below in the comments if you're like, wait, I didn't get that yet. Please stop scrolling because I will. I'll give you a moment. Okay. While I give you a few seconds, I will go ahead and mention, like I said, this 30-day challenge derived from this workbook, this 30-day workbook that I created, which is the Get Ready for Change 30-day workbook. Oh, gee, it is on the website already currently. If you are watching this in the future and it's still up, then the link down below has changed for it to be a purchased workbook. However, if you haven't finished this free 30-day challenge, I would say pause, do the free one first. Make sure you're in the habit, in the mode of understanding yourself and processing. If you're just a journaler and you've been doing this, you know you got it, then go ahead and pick up the workbook. It has different pages in it and different parts. I specifically crafted it to me, specifically to help me get ready for just different changes in life. I have different pieces of journal entries that I've actually entered in here at the beginnings and endings, sort of transitioning pages of um each individual part. And the parts are broken down to help you really understand how specifically each day is crafted to help you. So, one thing I did read at the beginning of this challenge was the introduction to this workbook, which is a poem entry that I wrote. I believe I'm gonna actually read it again on day 30 when we do our really big last day event. So make sure you're staying tuned if you haven't before for day 30, which will literally be on October 1st. Day 30 is October 1st. And at the end of that, I will have given you guys a full mini little workbook to help you through your analysis. It'll come with pages that you can fill out if you're wanting to do this 30-day challenge and you're like, bruh, I need something that's a little bit more organized so I don't have to keep writing down every single time I'm analyzing and the different parts. It'll do that for you. It'll also break down each analysis in a very understandable way so you can utilize it for every single prompt or even prompts from different journals. Something I'm going to do on day 30 as well, because day 30 is all about really reviewing and honing in on the full effects of what the challenge has done. I will be bringing in a sort of outside prompt from a random journal. I have a lot of journals around that I never actually ended up using that I bought from other places. And I just thought, oh, I'll be able to, hone in and actually use the journal prompts. I'm not usually a journal prompt person, but I realized giving myself a guided journey that actually makes sense, each prompt really compounds on each other. That's really good for me. A lot of journals I saw didn't really do that. They were just random prompts in random orders to just do whatever randomly, or the whole book had a theme, but it wasn't necessarily in an order that led you up to something specifically. So that's what I created this workbook to do, to help people specifically go on a journey with their journaling and actually start processing life and moving through change and transforming themselves. Yes, each day comes with 4 different individual prompts. It also comes with a section where you talk about your feelings, that you were when you were reading, when you were answering. You give yourself some affirmational statements as well. And then it also has a section where you can look back in the future and actually just write down how you feel about this point of life that you are in, or how you see it now, even. So yeah, and this journal also comes with other worksheets just to help you out. I don't want to show too much because, like, if you want it, go to the website, okay? But it comes with other worksheets. This is a reframe my mind worksheet, and it is something to help you reframe any concept, any sort of theme in life, sort of the process that we've been doing here throughout this challenge when it comes to reframing beliefs and limiting beliefs. So it's a worksheet specifically made for that, to help you all. And then at the end, it also has how to analyze pages as well. So, oh, I almost forgot. It comes with journaling pages. How could I forget? It comes with journaling pages at the end, so that you can write down. There's pages where you specifically write letters to yourself on a specific topic. And then there's just pages of free journaling if you need it. But yes, that is where this free 30-day workbook, free 30-day challenge derived from. It derived from the Get Ready for Change 30-day workbook that I created for Pampered and Luxed, my business, which is here and ready. So yes, if you're interested in that, please click the link down below. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next section of this live, where I specifically said I would go over how I do daily resets with y'all. And the way that I do them is by doing a weekly reset, and I'm doing that weekly reset with you. If you were here yesterday, I went over my beginning statement, the brain dump section, and the mindfulness and week purpose section. And today I'm going over the week checklist and how I use my week planner. So from there on to tomorrow, I'll pull up my daily worksheet, and we'll be going over it. But right now, let me go ahead and share. It's This is the same document. If you're looking for the daily reset worksheet, you can click that down below in the description, download it for free, and follow along tomorrow with it. But this is how I even come up with tasks that make sense for me for that daily worksheet. And here we go. Yesterday, this is what I did with y'all. This page, I also did a little bit of the brain dumping. I did some of my week purpose and mindfulness. This is also something I would kind of just fill out throughout the week. It's not something that gets filled out all in one day. All of these are kind of almost things that get filled out throughout the week, besides the beginning of the week statement and the end of the week statement. Now, for the weekly goals, the way that I edit this, I use this software called Lumen PDF. It just takes me into another window, or tab rather, and it's a free software that I use my Google account to just sign into. So from there, I just click it. Let me swap these. Yep, here we go. I click it, and then I'm able to edit directly on this document. And as you saw, it directly edited and save the one in Google Docs. I don't have to download this over and over again anytime I edit it. It just is automatically edited inside, excuse me, inside my Google Docs. So, one thing I did say yesterday was a lot of my aspects of life are, like I said, my aspects of life. And I'm really here to share what I'm comfortable sharing. So I'll be sharing my health and nutrition and personal slash spirit mindfulness goals for the week. And then I'll also be sharing how I create that checklist from those goals. So the first thing that I actually do is I go to the week checklist. I create the boxes that I need for the different aspects of my life for the week. And the first one we're focusing on is health and nutrition. And then I also want to change this color so that it matches my notebook. I'd like to color code so that I understand what category of life each task goes under once I'm using my daily worksheet or I'm in my weekly planner or even on the goals worksheet. Then the other one I'm comfortable sharing today is mind, spirit, personal. And these categories change depending on what my goals and priorities are for the month or even the quarter. Um, yes, right now I will tell you guys all of the categories, or I will write all of the categories down, or almost all. There's 3 boxes actually taken up by 3 different art projects, one of which you guys will start seeing next month. And I might go on live, sort of editing it. Okay, these need to actually be purple, and I really could have just duplicated this, right? Okay, okay. And these are actually all 3 different categories. And once the projects are revealed, and if I'm still, not even if, when I'm still doing weekly resets with you all, I'll change them to what they are in their more descriptive terms. Okay. And then another one we have here. Okay. That's an abbreviation for me. I'm just showing you sort of the categories that, and this I'll actually also put there. So you understand what that is. We'll do pampered and deluxe. I have 2 large boxes here where I use my if I know that I have a lot of things specifically due for those, then I use the big boxes for it. And this is just so that's a bit more understood. Scoot. Oh, I need some contact solution. Okay. And then the last one here. Ah, social home. Okay. And what I mean by sometimes these categories change, family, social, home, when I first started doing this 30-day reset, were all 3 different boxes. So at that time in my life, those were all 3 different boxes that deserved 3 different boxes on their own because they were that big of a priority to me. Now they're all kind of coupled together in one box right now because my main priorities are more over here and over here. As you can see, those take up 3 boxes. Okay. And I didn't start the color coding, so we'll do this here. This color is actually pink for me. Okay. And you can just change it there. That's how I do it. This color is green. Finances, of course, pretty basic. uh, this is red. Okay, all of these are one color right now, the same color. And then this one is still the blue, but let's change this to the purple. These are all purple for me. Okay, confirm. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I hate that it doesn't save the color. Why would you do that? So now I need to copy the hex. Okay, there we go. All right. And while I'm doing this, this is like my weekly reset is something that I definitely do like when I'm listening to music or podcast, or usually also during my like extended TV time. Like I've had enough TV time, but I want to watch like one more episode. I'll pull out my weekly reset and just make sure everything is good. Or I might even pull out some life planning materials, make sure everything's good. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited to get started. Come on, colors. Come on. Okay, and last color that we're changing here. Paste. Confirm. Okay. Now, if you're in the future doing this with me, definitely write down whatever categories work for you right now. I definitely do the year 2024, the month. I'm just gonna say Sept. I don't feel like changing the size of it. So 23rd through 30th. And then today's date, which is 23/09/2024. Okay. So for health and fitness right now, my health goals is what I did first. So I was like, okay, health and nutrition goals for the week. What health and nutrition goals do I have? So I literally go health and nutrition, and I only list one goal. I don't list more than one. It's just one goal. Okay. Don't get too crazy because your checklist is where you actually put the things that need to happen. Nutrition. Okay. So under that, I put my main goal is to, which is also your main goal can be something on the checklist, but if it is, then that means once you get to the checklist, if for some reason you can't do anything else, you have to do that one thing that's on the checklist. Whereas if the goal is something that encompasses everything in the checklist, which is something I can show you all for, yeah, for health and nutrition. Yes, my main health and nutrition goal this week is to utilize the knowledge of what works best for my body to inform my actions in my everyday. Okay, so that's my goal, right? Which means my checklist, and I create literally check boxes. I like to do it that way so that I can check them off throughout the week. So I'm actually not sure how to bullet point here. So I'll just be using a rectangle once I get done with this, each individual one. So the first one is stretch twice a day for 5 minutes each. The next one is nature time for 10 minutes daily minimum. The next one is 20-minute daily walk. And then the last one is eat minimum 2 fruits per day. I just noticed it helps my body function better and it helps my skin look better too. So why not? All right. And then from here, okay, yeah, I just want to make sure I can get these boxes in. Rectangle. Okay. I make it there so it's just easier to see and move. Excuse me, I'd like to move you. Oh, there we go. Oops. Hey. Oh my gosh. Okay. I actually don't think I can move it from there. So we're just gonna draw it here. 1, 2, and see how the check boxes are blue as well. You can definitely change the color of them. Boom. Okay, there we go. Those are my check boxes for that. Now I'm going to change my color. Uh, First of all, what color is this pink? I would like to have the same color. So, oops. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do here is change my text color and this box color to the colors I'm looking for. Okay. All right. So now that that's there, I'm going to scroll down a little. Oh, scroll back up to where the text is so I can write my spirituality goal for the week. And this goal is actually all about honing in. Okay, so spirituality, mind. Oops, what is happening? Okay, no, no, no. I have no idea what just happened, but we're back. Um, Spirituality, mind, personal. And with this, my main goal is to hone. Okay, wow. Hone in on the feelings and visions of my most aligned and successful self. And by that, I mean success that I see and I define spirituality, spirit. Ah, spirituality. There we go. And the checklist that comes with that is daily nature time is something that goes under two different boxes. So there are things that go under two different boxes because they really definitely push forward the goals of each of those. If it doesn't push forward the goals of both of them, or both of them at the same rate or close to the same rate, then I pick the one that it pushes the goals towards the farthest, the most, or it pushes the goals even more on. So I pick which one if it isn't something that just pushes them both. Okay. Daily nature time was one. The other thing was, oh, making sure I have my 3 daily reset check-ins. I do one right when I'm about to start working, one in the like lunchtime, and then one when I'm kind of done working. Definitely sort of meditation, night meditation, morning meditation. And this is like something that's just like, it can be as little as 5 minutes to like 30 minutes to 45, whatever, however long it is for me at that time, that's how long it is. And right now, I've kind of been going, it's been like 30 to 45, just depending on the morning. Specifically, the mornings are usually longer for me. I can even make it kind of last around an hour. When I was younger, I used to lucid dream, and instead of lucid dreaming, I choose to stay in the state of meditation and visualize and actually be in those feelings. So that's how long I personally spend, but it's not something that um everyone does. I think meditation is definitely helpful, like 5 minutes a day minimum is very helpful. But it's not done the same way by anybody. Okay. Life planning, period. Okay, and then from here, like I said, we do the check boxes. So where'd the rectangle go? Why does that say link? Shape. Okay, perfect. So there's that box, there's that box, there's that box. And if you want all the boxes to definitely be the same, I'm pretty sure there's a way for me to copy and paste one individual box. I just found this easier and I don't mind the different shapes. It gives my brain something different to look at and hold on to. But this is the basis for a weekly analysis. It starts with the beginning of the week. I give that beginning statement where I really set the tone energy wise and feeling wise so I know what I'm doing, where I'm going. In other weeks before, I've tried to do it where it was more, oh, this week I am taking this action, doing this action. But for me, that's not the most helpful. That definitely is a way to go if that's what you prefer. The beginning week statement is just whatever you need to write at the beginning of the week to set the tone and to get things going and get the ball rolling. And then I do that brain dump where I actually say, okay, here's what's going on for the week and things that I need to focus on. Okay, there's definitely a lot of, oops, I don't want a box, I want text. And I want purple. Okay. Okay. Uh, there's a lot of research that I want to make sure I get done. And I want to make sure I log it. I have research analysis logs. So I need to make sure they're up to date. Updates. Okay. Not what I was trying to do. So that's how I use it throughout the week. The the brain dump, I just add other things to it throughout the week, whatever I need, or I'm like, oh, let me think about this or let me do this. This has been definitely key to a lot of the progress I make in general. I also use it to kind of take notes for therapy sessions when I have those. I use the bottom section a lot for that. And then one of the main things I address in that section is whatever I've written here for myself, because it's usually something that I'm just not processing all the way. I can't really get through it yet. And I may need a little bit of guidance or assistance. Then we get to the weekly goals where I actually just write down very they're really almost affirmational statements of what actions to take, sort of the things that we would do in analysis version 3 with the daily 30-day challenge. So if you're like, oh, that sounds kind of familiar, you could sort of kind of process your day through journaling and then use that analysis versions 1, 2, 3 to give yourself different weekly goals. And I can also make sure I show you guys how to do that in the 30-day one as well. So So I'm actually going to make sure I write that down now. For day 30, show how to use analysis 1 through 3 to create weekly goals. Okay, yes, I love that. Okay. And then this week is that for me. And today's date is perfect. Okay. So from those goals that I create, basically from understanding, processing myself more, and just coming up with those phrases that help me take aligned and intentional actions, I use those phrases to give me the weekly checklist, my weekly checklist, whatever I need to do from there. And then from the weekly checklist, I go in and I give myself the different days. So this is actually Tuesday. Tuesday, because I'm doing my reset on the Monday. Uh-oh. Okay, it wants to be reloaded. I don't want anything to be lost. So give it a moment. Okay. So from here, on the day, I create different to do items for each individual day. So because there are things for every day that I do from both of them, there's the 20-minute walk. Okay, it's definitely still saving. There's also the twice a day stretch, and that actually needs to be in blue. Both of those do, I believe. Yep, both of those are in blue. Oh, I always forget. Blue, blue. Okay. And then the other things that happen every day is the 2 fruit minimum, the nature time, and then I'll move on to the pink. Yeah. And then here I'll just put the check boxes. We'll do that. Ah, okay. And then ugh, there. Okay. So from there, just the other two checklist items. These I normally wouldn't put on my checklist because they are things that I just naturally do at this point, and I would just check them off at the end of the week for making sure that I do them. Or in my actual journaling notebook where I'm journaling throughout the day, I just write, oh, this morning when I was meditating, this happened, or this evening when I was like life planning, this happened. Life planning is something that I actually map out in my week to do list. And I know that at the end of the week, I already set up a good bit of oh, I already set up a good bit of life planning. So I'll go ahead and put that in for that last day. I just changed that color. Life planning. I don't think I hit save. Oh, what? I don't understand. Text frame. No, I want to edit the color of the text. That's what I did. Okay. There we go. So I also go through the week and I actually write down whatever Wednesday. And you can rotate these so they actually align correctly. But I do want to just go ahead and go through the ending of this. So you see Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday. And I also put the date of the week that it is, which is the 30th, because Tuesday is the 24th. Okay. So that's how I do that. And if you're wondering how you can access this weekly reset specifically, definitely stay tuned. Make sure you watch the rest of these lives because I will be giving you guys some sort of weekly reset at some point. It will be more than likely for purchase, not a free item, but the daily reset is still a free item. And you can still hold on to this sort of process to do yourself. If you'd like to check out the quarterly, oh, where'd it go? Oh, I'm writing in it. That's crazy. If you like to check out the quarterly workbook, that is really just a my life planner quarterly journal, and it just helps me reset and actually plan my life and actually align with what's going on and what I'm intending to do. You want to check that out, go down below in the description box. You can click the link to the Pampered and Lex website and check it out from there. It will also be available for sale soon after, if not at the same time as this 30-day workbook. So, yeah. And the pages, I've already filled out my full weekly. Oh, no. Ugh, I hate when I do that. Okay, let me put the pen back in. I usually keep a pen inside where I was writing. I've already actually written down my full week goals, as well as my full weekly checklist and my full weekly planner. I've already written those down. They're just not for all to be shared. So that's how it works. And if you'd like to know more about it, stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned specifically for day 30's live. We're definitely going to be going over a lot and just having fun that day too. I want to make sure I give you guys just a gift for following along with this journey and helping me be able to stay along this journey by, watching and being here. So yes, thank you for that. And um I will see you tomorrow. That's all. Yes, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the journey. Did you say the affirmation? Because it's a real good one. We'll say it one more time before we leave, okay? I appreciate and speak well of myself. My support in myself allows me to flourish. Yeah.